Welcome everybody to look at another new limited edition BFI release that is 1963's High and Low. So this has been released alongside Stray Dog behind me, another film directed by Akira Kurosawa. And yeah, this is a police procedural crime film. Clocks in at 143 minutes long. Stars Toshiro Mifune, who we've already talked about in Stray Dog, but it also stars Tatsuya Nakadai, who was also in Harakiri and Ran, the latter of which was also directed by Kurosawa. Also stars Kyoko Kagawa, who was in Mothra, and finally Tatsuya Miyashi, who was in The Human Vapor, and Tora, the latter of which was supposed to be directed by Kurosawa, but he was fired before that happened. So, in the midst of an attempt to take over his company, a powerhouse executive is hit with a huge ransom demand when his chauffeur's son is kidnapped by mistake instead of his own actual son being kidnapped. So, this is a highly engaging effort that, unlike later examples of this kind of film, this is not reliant on action whatsoever, but instead focuses on the characters, building tension, and its themes. It also makes some brave choices, such as having the film take place in a singular location for the first 55 minutes. Our lead character is not initially an overly sympathetic one, and the total running time seemingly being too long. Thankfully, all of those risks pay off, as the singular locale is used really well, while the cinematography is on point for that area, while the cinematography in general is really rather good. Our lead character has effective characterization, and the running time is used brilliantly while not feeling its length at all. The cast is also great, it is well paced, its themes are well realised, the score is rather good, and the way the plot unfolds plays a key role in keeping this as engrossing as it is. So, yeah, overall, a genuinely superb effort. It's my first um, watch of a film that I haven't seen before this year to get 5 out of 5. I can't really fault it at all in any major way, to be honest. As yeah, it's just a generally superb effort, and it's one of the few films from Kurosawa that I've seen that haven't been set in a period of time that before the film was actually made. Stray Dog is obviously another one, but outside of that, and this, I'm really struggling to think of another film I've seen from him that hasn't been a period piece. So yeah, and it's really cool to see that he's not able to just do his typical samurai films that are set during a certain period of time, but also able to do a modern film and completely excel at it as well. So there's the disc. No reversible sleeve artwork on this, just like with Stray Dog. But with that film, we do get a booklet with a couple of shots from the film. And inside the booklet, we get Double Take by Alex Barrett. So I'm not going to read anything about that because it does have a spoiler warning above it. But again, we do have an original poster inside here, as well as shots from the film, or at least a shot from the film. And we also in here have An Anatomy of Heaven and Hell by Philip Kemp. This is actually based on a English language book, I believe, from the 1950s. So yeah, it's not an original effort in that regard, but it still feels like a template for future films. Then we have your cast and your crew in here as well, and then we also have High and Low, The View from 1967 by David Wilson. And then we've also got special features on in here, and then about the presentation as well. So High and Low has been restored in 4K resolution by Toho Company Limited using the original 35mm camera negative, and is presented in its original aspect ratio of 2:35:1, which is the Toho scope, and which was restored its original 4-track stereo audio as well. So yeah, pretty cool in that regard. And then we have extras on the disc as well. So we have newly recorded audio commentary by Japanese film expert Jasper Sharp. Then we've got Akira Kurosawa, It Is Wonderful to Create High and Low from 2002, clocking at 37 minutes long. So Stray Dog also had another one of those as well about that film. So yeah, that's another one to watch at that watch as well. And in that, the director discusses the genesis of High and Low and how specific sequences were filmed. alongside interviews with actors Tatsuo Nakade, Kyoko Kagawa, Takashi Kaito, and Tatsuo Miyazashi, as well as cinematographer Taiko Saito and script supervisor Teruo Nagami. So yeah, that'll be an interesting watch to see that. Um, but yeah, that is the only extra outside of that commentary, which is perfectly fine. So the commentary with Jessup Sharp was recorded in November 2024, and yeah, like I said, that documentary was filmed in 2002, 37 minutes long. It's in black and white and colour, probably because it has shots from the film in black and white, while the interviews will be in colour. So yeah, overall, great film, genuinely amazing, and trust it to be a Kurosawa film to have my first 5-star film of the year, regardless of when it was released. So yeah, excellent film. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But if you have seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.